Yo, we're live.
You are here and now with Brandon and Joe. I'm Joe.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is episode 13.
Very special guest.
Very special episode.
Our very special episode.
With a very special guest. This is our first episode of 2021. First episode with a guest. We got motherfucking a musical genius in the building.
Young legend.
A meme enthusiast.
He used to be a produce cutter upper.
Let's go. Our brother from another, Terrance Thrush motherfucking Wafer.
Yeah, woo! Give him a round of applause, baby.
Yeah.
That's who he is. That's the applause.
Let's go.
Hello.
What is up, bro?
Not much, man. Same old thing.
Music,
Different
music, huh?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
So he started making music with us in what? It's probably 2012, I think.
Yeah.
That's when.
Yeah, actually, I just pulled up a video of you from my old Instagram from 2013, November. And it's like the first time I think you performed in front of anybody, like sang. I think it was like the first time that you like sang
Probably.
in front of people,
was
like
it?
other people.
Well, that was in the Winsville house.
Yeah, the
wasn't it?
Winsville
Yeah.
apartments, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta bring that video.
Yeah, it was wintertime then because that was the coldest winter.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, with the SV crew.
So let's get into how we met this man right here.
All right, so Shop and Save is working at a grocery store.
Yep.
I was always hearing people call you, what was it, Vanilla Wafer?
Yep.
I was hearing that. I was like, who
Yeah.
the fuck are they talking about? You know?
My last name was Wafer, so the nickname stuck.
So I don't think like how did you know to how did you know I made music?
I don't think so. I think you just kind of. I think we were just chilling in the break room and stuff, and you were probably listening to music, and then you're like, "Hey, I'm BK. You know,
Yeah.
Have you heard of such and such? No. Have you heard of this artist? No. You was like, well, what do you like? I was like, I like video games. I like music, and I don't know. Oh, well, you should know. Yeah, check this person out, and then you're like, I'm rap too. I'm like, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I heard the stuff, and it was cool, and then.
Yeah, I remember the first time you ever rapped for me. You came in.
Oh my
You didn't even
gosh.
say a word. You didn't even say a word. I think I was cleaning the meat shop.
Wait, did it just happen out of nowhere? Was he just started busting a rap?
Dude,
or
I
was
don't
it-
think you told me anything about you making music at the time. I don't think. But I remember you coming into the meat shop, you put on a beat, and all of a sudden you started rapping for me. And when you started rapping, you were doing
Yeah.
I was
orchestra.
Yeah.
So I was
my
like,
time.
yeah. So as soon as you did that, I pulled out my camera and started filming. I was like, I gotta show my brother this. 'Cause
He sent me that video and I was like, "What the fuck, bro? Like
Bro.
that? I'd never seen that shit before."
I never seen some shit like that.
And it was dope though. It was like dope to me to see that. Like you were like literally orchestrating your own like flow and rap and shit.
Yeah. And it was good though. Like
Yeah.
that was the thing. It wasn't like you weren't just rapping some bullshit.
I've always been super lyrical. I hate to waste words. I want to make everything mean something.
Yeah.
Growing up listening to Eminem, it's like, man, this is so. That's what made hip hop fun. Is like just
The cleverness
the clever
of it.
of it.
Yeah.
So we made a song, I'm pretty sure within that week. Like I remember you coming over. You had the hook.
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't remember.
Was it that you that said it?
That wasn't the hook. That was just the
ladies to
bridge.
the
No, that was
left,
the bridge.
to the right.
Ladies to the left, bitches to the right.
Yeah.
Man.
And then you
That's
said, you could be Miss Right or Miss
Yeah,
Right for the
yeah.
night.
I was like, oh yeah.
That's what it was.
I was like,
That's what it
we
was.
could change either way. We could change it.
Corny. It's
Oh,
corny.
God,
it
dude.
still lives on SoundCloud somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere out there.
We might have to pull it up.
Oh my gosh.
But you were only like strictly rapping at that point, right? Or you might have been singing, but
A little bit.
But it wasn't like that. Wasn't like your main thing.
Yeah, I was just
singing.
starting out. You guys like really pushed me to like really do music. So I mean, at that point, I was playing guitar a little bit.
Yeah.
At that point, eventually I just put all three together: the guitar, the rapping, and then like the singing and stuff like that. And then now I I don't know.
Yeah, I remember the first time we ever actually recorded you on the guitar. We set it up at the apartment in Winsville, and we just played it into like a mic like this.
Yep.
And we just tried to, like put it like, I think it was just a continuous thing. I don't even think we cut it up or nothing.
Yeah.
That was bad, wasn't it?
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad because that was the first song I ever wrote where I was playing guitar, rapping, and singing all at the same time. And then when I did it live, like people like lost their mind. I never seen a dude like rap and play guitar at the same time, and like it's like a magic trick, and like they never seen it before. So I just kept up with that.
Yeah, especially when you would add like the loop pedal in.
Oh yeah.
Like it was just a whole nother game watching you.
Well, dude, because like if you think about all the shows at Pops, it was literally just rappers, and most of the people were rapping along to their lyrics. Like it was like open karaoke. And then you come out with like a guitar and singing and shit. So yeah, it's nobody. It was different. It was different than what anybody else was doing.
Yeah, when you were doing shows with us. Yeah, I felt like that made
that.
all three of us just stand out.
The VSA shows, whenever we brought the guitar out and all that.
Yeah,
that
was like that very first Plus show. Like that was the first time I was like in front of everybody. Yeah. And then even you guys said before, you said this, we're gonna change the flow of the show up because we're gonna do like y'all did like 2 songs or something like that, and then like y'all brought me out, and then I did Bad, and then I did like another like freestyle or something like that, and then y'all came back out, and we just switched up the whole flow of the show.
Yeah.
That's coming up too. That was on February 1st, wasn't it?
First.
That was the first.
And matter of fact, you remember JC, right?
Yeah.
He told me after that night, he's just like, damn, like your boy Thrush, he inspired me to want to do acoustic sets.
Yeah.
In his SV set. So yeah, you inspired him. Because I think the next show
he opened up acoustically too, if I remember correctly.
Not that night, but it was the second Plus show.
It was the second time.
And you inspired that. You inspired that 100%.
Yeah, that was I remember that, dude, because we were like paranoid if it was gonna work or not. Like I think that was like, was that one of your first times performing, right?
Yeah.
So
I remember.
And do you remember if we plugged in your guitar at that time, or was it just open? Like,
I think I used my amp. Yeah, I plugged it into my amp or something like that. Yeah.
And remember all the rehearsals that we did at Utopia? Wasn't that Utopia?
Yeah. Remember my nose bleeding? Dude, that was a shit fucking show.
But it's so weird.
That was a shit show.
That's just so happened when the camera fucked up, and we didn't get that. We got the mic.
You got the mic drop,
but the bloody nose, dude. I wish we would have got that.
Yeah, that was probably the highlight of the night.
Do you remember that?
I remember it.
What were you thinking at that time when you seen his nose bleeding?
I was like,
damn, that boy's nervous.
Yeah, everybody, no,
that boy's nervous.
Everybody's like, oh man, he snorted something before he started.
I remember this dude named Cody. He was in the crowd. He looked at me and he's like, fuck yeah.
See, if you would have owned it and like took your blood and like threw it on the crowd.
Some real white boy shit.
He can go to war.
Then Thrush might have been like, man, fuck this.
We just see Thrush walking out the back door. Like, all right.
What the fuck is this?
But I remember like being so nervous like before that show.
Oh yeah.
I
got drunk, man.
Yeah. But then as soon as we got on stage, it was like over with. Like the nerves, everything went away. Yeah. And
then the feeling of getting off the stage, I know we all felt it. We felt like the shit. Right? Yeah. I felt drunk, and actually me was a little different because my nose was bleeding. I was just like, fuck. I don't know if that went as good as planned, Yeah. And I dropped the fucking mic. Maybe I didn't feel like shit. Maybe I just felt like shit.
I think it was like the adrenaline and pumping, like, and you were ready to just perform and just kill it. And
that's what it was.
All the energy and stuff. Yeah,
I think.
So
it was just,
I want to ask you: did you have that similar experience during that time? Like, were you nervous as fuck?
Man, you caught me in the bathroom before we got on stage, and I was like in front of the mirror, like at the sinks. I was like it was literally just like 8 Mile, and I felt sick to my stomach. I had I had my girlfriend at the time was there, my family was there, like my mom and dad and all that. And they never seen me play and stuff before. That was their first time seeing me, and I got on stage and my legs were like shaking whole time legs were shaking, and when I saw them out there, I knew, okay, yeah, I'm nervous, but they're here to support me no matter what, and I don't want to mess this up, and I want to show them, hey, this is something I really, really want to do. So at that point, like I got over the nerves, legs still shaking, but I got through the show.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I remember that. I remember walking into the bathroom because I was nervous as fuck because I went in there to do the same shit. Like, fuck. And then I seen you in there. I was like, all right, we're good then. I'm not the only one feeling this right now.
I was like,
Yeah.
I said, is it too late to leave out the back door?
Yeah. But on camera, you cannot tell at all. Like, if that footage will pop up in the next couple of days, or I guess February 1st because we posted it. Or I got it on my computer, but if we watch that footage, we look like we're having the time of our life. Like, we don't look nervous at all.
It honestly does not look like our first show.
No.
Because I've seen a lot of people's first shows. They stand still. It's kind of
Yeah.
awkward. I think we killed it.
Yeah.
Minus the mishaps that happened that night. But, yeah, dude, that was still, to this day, I thought you were going to get it tattooed.
What, February 1st?
Yeah, something to do
Just
with
like
the show.
Oh, no, I think I got this tattoo on February 1st, didn't I? It was something like that.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
Yeah. But that was one of the best days of my damn life.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that was a fucking good time, man.
So, all right. So, compared to that performance to the first time performing by yourself, how was your nerves performing by yourself? Like, something.
The first time I really performed by myself was it was at Picasso's.
Oh, I remember that. I think we were there, and I remember you signing
it
up.
It wasn't too far after that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I want to say it was like March or something. Legs still shaking.
Dude, I remember being proud as fuck of you at that time, like you signing up and like having the courage to do that. You know, because again, we were all like so new to that.
Yeah.
But especially you, like branching out with guitar and like singing by yourself and like all that. You know, like I remember those days of being at Picasso.
Well,
know?
I was nervous for you because it's a totally different game rapping to a beat than you actually having to remember your lyrics and remember the chords.
Yeah,
so I was nervous for you because I was like, I don't know how I would handle that because I at least have a backtrack that I can like reference off of, you know.
Yeah.
And you don't have that.
No, yeah, it's definitely a lot more work for me, which sucks. Which is why I'm such a lazy writer now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to practice this part,
Yeah.
and then memorize it, and then when I forget my lyrics on stage, then I gotta improvise, and I'm still working on that part. But it's almost harder when you're really, really by yourself up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because like with y'all two, it's
nobody
like,
to
okay,
rely on.
He's got my back.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
by
I can
myself,
catch
I'm just
him.
like, oh man, okay, what do I do now?
Yeah.
It's
Because
no
you're
plan B.
100%.
Yeah, it's all you.
All
like,
you.
No backtrack, no nothing,
Yeah.
guitar. So I was actually wondering that because, like, I've always, when I watch somebody doing that, like performing live with a guitar and just them singing, or even with a band, my mind has a hard time wrapping around, like how do you know when to stay on point and, like, all that, you know? Like, is it just through practice and knowing the song and all that? Or...
Yeah, because I played with a couple different bands now. I put together a couple different bands and played with them. Like it had this drummer, this keyboard player, this bass player, yada yada yada. And you practice a little bit, you rehearse until they know the song generally, and then because they don't really know your words unless they haven't put them out or something.
Right.
But at that point, in the moment, you just gotta feel each other's energy, and then it's on me to kind of direct, like, okay, bring your drums down a little bit for I'm about to say something, or keep going, spin it around one more time while I try to remember these words.
Right.
It's a little bit better when you got people around you.
And you guys go over like, hey, if I do this, it means quiet down. Like,
they'll know
cues and stuff.
Cues, they
Because
know
if
that.
with a band, the thing that's so tricky about even having a band is like if one person gets off, it could
It's
throw
gonna
the
mess
whole
up the
thing
whole thing.
off, you know. And I've seen that actually,
Yeah. Especially
I've
when
seen that live.
the drummer messes it up, it kind of really throws it off when he gets off beat. Yeah. Has that ever happened to you?
Probably. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Because the thing about working with other artists and musicians and stuff is like they're gonna add their own flavor to it. They're gonna add their ideas to yours, and it'll either be a masterpiece or a beautiful mess.
Right.
Do you prefer a band or do you prefer being by yourself?
I want to say I prefer a band, but I don't play well with others. I feel like.
Well, yeah, there's more minds and more like opinions and more.
No, it's not that. Like I really, really, really would like to have a band this year.
Yeah.
Like this year, I'd like to push more original stuff this year.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing the gigging stuff where I'm getting paid to do covers all night because people know the songs and they're having a good time.
Right.
So I want to put on actual shows where I've got a keyboard player and I've got a drummer and all that, and that would just be more fun for me and a little bit more of a refresher.
Yeah, 100%. I know, like for me, as far as in hip hop goes, once they have a full band behind them, it just takes the performance to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you feel the same way.
Yeah, because I mean, when I'm by myself, depending on the setting, like I could be. One night I'm at a tap house, you know, and you know I just do the songs regular. It almost depends on how many people are in there and the energy they're giving you back, because I could do the same song 100 times, but I'll change the feeling of it based on the setting. Like I'll do it, okay, this is a coffee house setting, I'll do it a little bit softer. Or hey, they're really feeling this song, I'll speed it up a little bit. You know, because they're gonna, if I call in response, they're gonna respond or whatever. You know, hit me, baby, one more time. You know, and like it just depends on
No, I love that, dude. I love that about like I love seeing somebody take a song and slowing it down or something like that. Like
throwing their own mix.
Yeah, doing like Black Betty, like the song Black Betty at a coffee shop, you know, and just like slowing it way down and like singing it or like I love hearing a song that I know but in a different form, you know. Like, I love that shit.
Now, does your set list change? Like, let's say you have a show Saturday at a biker bar, Sunday, Picasso's. So you'll do the Hit Me Baby.
I'll do
with
it.
all these
If
motorcycle club.
Yeah. With
Health Night.
They'll be going hard, too. They'll be going hard.
Hey, you will be surprised.
Get some alcohol in you, bro. People go crazy.
When I play New Year's Eve, like, it's this place way out in Catawissa, and
wait, where the fuck is that?
It's past Eureka and past Pacific.
Damn,
how the fuck did you get that gig?
Well, funny thing, it was last summer we did a benefit show there, and we pulled up. They had a huge field before you even get to the bar, and they had like a balloon bounce house and all that stuff. Like it was a whole festival thing going on, and you see a whole line of bikers and all this stuff. This was for another band, my other band, where we mainly do classic rock and all that stuff, and Midwest Outcast is what we're called, and it was a benefit show, so we did like the Tom Petty, the Leonard Skinner, all the classic rock biker music and stuff like that, and then it was like you guys did with me, like I'll take my turn and do a little bit of my stuff that I like to do, and you know they liked it so much they invited me back, you know, by myself, and I've been going there I played there twice now.
That's dope.
No shit.
See, that's what's dope about music too, is like traveling. Like when we all went to
Sedalia.
Like, dude, that was the best. Like that's really what made me want to keep doing music. Is like traveling with my homies, you know, like
that was such a
way to
fun
see the
time.
world.
Yeah. Like you never would have heard of that place. What is it? Kissawissa?
Yeah,
Catawissa. Like you never would have heard of that if it wasn't for music.
Right. I say,
you know?
all right, guys, I'm in Catawissa tonight.
Yeah.
Where's that exactly?
Yeah.
Well, same with Sedalia. We would never.
Yeah, and I never would have, dude. And
Bro, what is this, man? We performed at a Mexican restaurant in the basement of a Mexican restaurant.
Hotel.
Yeah, it's like a hotel.
and it was
thing.
opening up for somebody, and like nobody showed up.
Yeah,
Like,
we literally performed in front of 4 people, and 2 of them got
jumped
on
up on stage, fucking drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
Were you on stage at that time? You were, right?
Yeah.
That was the show where I jumped up on the
Yeah,
table.
you wilded out with the guitar. I was so glad you did that. I was just like, don't break your fucking leg, bro.
yeah.
Don't break your
The
leg.
table
Man,
fell.
it was cool. It was
Yeah.
cool. I didn't
Yeah.
break anything. So.
No, didn't break nothing. But yeah, that was a fun night, dude. That was actually a hard show. Do you find it?
Oh, that was the hardest.
Do you find it? Because I find it back when I used to do shows that the bigger the crowd, the easier it was. The smaller the crowd, the harder it is.
Well,
Because you're playing with energy.
Yeah, energy.
And if 6 people that you're performing in front of are not feeling it,
and they're just standing there looking at you, it's like
it's gonna affect you. But if you're performing in front of 400 people and like the front row is feeling it, you at least get that energy to run with, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Do you find that too, or
It's almost like, are you really looking for a response though? Depending on the show, like I said earlier, like the coffee house type thing. You know, like sometimes you want it a little bit quiet. Like you want to be able to like just talk to them. Hey, this is why I wrote this song. Yada yada yada, and like they're like really feeling it. And then there's other shows where like you want the energy, but they're way back there, or like one person is in front. And you know they feel awkward because they're the only person up there, and I'm like, yeah, I want you up here. Like, give me that energy. Yeah. Like I'm looking for that. But it just depends. It just depends.
Yeah. What is your ideal crowd? Is it people going crazy with energy, or is it just people sitting there listening? Because with music, like with singing, it's different. You know, like when you're singing songs versus rapping. Rap is obviously way more high energy. Singing, you can do like a soft song, like some John Mayer shit, or you can do the rock shit that you do.
I feel like hip hop is more of a party vibe.
Yeah.
You know, where any other show is more for the music and the feeling. Like you want to feel what the artist is feeling when he wrote the song.
So
right?
Yeah. So do you have a preference on crowd or?
Yeah. I think I like the high energy. I do think I like the high energy. As long as they're listening, that's the key. It's like as long as you're listening. The energy could be okay, but as long as you're listening, I'm still getting a response from you. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's always the best response.
Have you ever performed where a bunch of people are just like at a restaurant or something where a bunch of people are eating, like like how they do at Broadway Oyster Bar? I don't know if you've ever been there, but
I played at Fridays off 94.
No shit. I think I've seen you post about that.
Yeah, and people like they do music there.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I had no idea.
So yeah, it's cool. I'm not gonna wild out there, of course.
Someone starts choking, you got to do the Heimlich.
Those are run of the mill shows. Yeah. Where I just play my covers and just play my songs, and I'll sneak in an original, whenever I can. But those are just regular, just clocking in, clocking out shows for me. Just playing at restaurants and stuff like that.
Now, I seen one of your live shows, and I noticed in the beginning there's like a lot of talking, and it's like one of the, I don't know if it's one that you sent me, but it was from that night, and then I listened to it further on, and you can slowly hear people quieting down and slowly seeing people come up and listen to you, and I think that's the coolest shit. But does that affect you when you overhear all chatter, like just people talking? Does that affect you at all, or do you just
a little bit
block it out?
A little bit, cause while I'm playing, like now, I've done it so many times. I'm in autopilot while I'm playing. Right. So now, when I hear like incandescent chatter and stuff like that, it's just me. Now I'm in my head. Yeah. I'm just thinking,
I'm here to do my job.
Now I'm just thinking, French fries sound good. And then and people don't realize I can hear them out there. They think just because I'm up there and I'm playing and I'm singing, my ears work. So like sometimes I'll stop singing and I'll comment on whatever it is they're talking about, and
that gets them to shut up.
And it'll get them to be like, "Oh, you can hear us? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?"
You never had to throw the hands on anybody, have you?
No, I got a decent following with people who come to my shows, and sometimes things get
they take care of it.
You got some loyal showgoers.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I kind of want to take it back. Like, I want to know, like, so let's go all the way back to the beginning of Terrance Wafer. Where were you born? And like, you were born in North City, right?
Yeah, St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis. So I grew up it's like the north side, I think right off Goodfellow. And then as soon as I got to high school, we moved out to St. Charles County, and then I spent a good amount of time there.
So you lived in the city until high school, like freshman year? How was that, like going to...
Oh man, I was
middle
angsty.
School out here. Yeah.
Oh, I was angsty. Oh, I hated everything. I hated everybody. I sat by myself for the most part. I didn't.
Was it because of the environment, or was it just because like you think you would have been like that anyway? It was such a
new environment, and then I also didn't want to let go of what I've always known.
Right.
You know, if if you do what you've always done, you only go as far as you've ever gotten. And
Right.
you know, that was my mentality. I knew, like, it was weird being it wasn't so weird being a minority per se. It was being a minority in a new place.
And this is, you're talking about high school, right?
Yeah,
At this point.
because you know, like elementary school, it was predominantly black, and in middle school, that's when we started going to. We went to Parkway, so it was a little bit. It was like 25%, I guess, at that time.
Oh wait, it's Parkway, like out in St. Anne, right? Is that
Creve
St.
Coeur?
Anne-ish? Oh, Creve Coeur.
Yeah.
Okay. What am I thinking?
Yeah, and then high school, it was just enough of us to sit at one lunch table.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, it's a big change.
Yeah,
That's definitely a big change.
It was a change.
Growing up, were you creative, like, as a kid? Did you have any creative expressions, or like, how did you let that? Did you express yourself creatively as a kid? Drawing, even if it's drawing or anything like that.
I guess so. Yeah, I drew a little bit. I think it was always writing for me. I was never really good at school. It wasn't until college that I actually learned how to school. But it was writing. I guess it was
like stories and stuff, like short stories.
I would draw little comic books. I would come up with, like, even in high school, I would create T-shirt designs, you know, like,
no shit.
like funny word. This is when, like, words on T-shirts started becoming a thing.
Yeah.
It's like
I
funny
remember
stuff
those
on
days.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
I would just make my own all day.
Hell yeah.
shit.
See, I feel like creative people that are, like, in their adulthood didn't just happen. Like,
No.
I feel like creativity is something that you're, like, born with, and they, like, I used to draw way back in the day. Like, drawing used to be my shit, you know. But I feel like people, there's always, like, that point in your childhood where you're, like, expressing some sort of creativity. Like, you could tell who's gonna grow up to be a creative person.
Oh yeah.
When did music kick in?
I played music all my life, though. Now that I'm thinking back, because I started with violin. Like, I started playing violin in 3rd grade, and
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
yeah, it was in 3rd grade. It was, like, mandatory, and then after that, like 4th grade, 5th grade, they said either you could do orchestra or you can sit in class for reading, and I was like, I'll do orchestra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I started doing orchestra, and I did that until freshman year of high school is when I stopped playing violin. And then when I was angsty, you know, my mom could see it, you know, like I was just, you know, the middle child, like I never got enough attention, all that stuff, acting
Trust me,
out.
He knows.
I
He
relate.
knows.
Yeah, I was
relate.
acting out, and my mom, you know, got me this bass guitar, and I started playing bass, you know, and I learned some songs and all that because I would wake up in the morning, get ready for school. I'd be blasting MTV, you know. You hear All American Rejects, The Fray, all that stuff. And then my school did offer guitar class. I took like a semester of that, and I finally got a guitar at like 18 or something like that. And yeah, just kept doing the music.
Now, who in your family is into music? Because I know your grandpa
Yeah,
is.
that's what I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
My grandpa. Yeah, we would you know, spend the weekend with him whenever we could. And he's got a giant studio in his basement.
Dope
Yeah,
setup.
dude,
He had
I
the
was
whole
so
mixing board down
shocked
there.
when I seen that, man, because that was the first time we ever even knew about your grandpa, like,
Yeah.
doing that stuff. We walked down there, and there's a whole studio down there.
He had a whole full size mixer board.
yeah, with
on
the
there.
glass and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been recording a long time.
Now
Decades.
that was before one of our shows.
Yeah, we stopped by there
Why-
to pick up some guitar shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, you picked up
yeah.
like a cable or
Yeah,
something.
I needed an amp or something,
Yeah.
or a
Yeah,
cable
yeah.
or something, and I was like, let's make this stop. And then I was like, okay,
Yeah.
there's a booth in here, and there's
Yeah.
a spot for drums. And
Yeah. We're like, bro, why haven't we been recording
Yeah,
it?
this should be the spot.
We found our new studio. Does he he's worked with like some famous people, didn't
Oh my gosh, yeah,
he? For some blues.
he had his group back in his youth. He had the Pilgrim Travelers, and you know, he's done some solo stuff. And then I remember seeing his old recording equipment, like with the reels and stuff.
No shit.
And he said, I think I've got Tina on one of those. I was like, Tina Turner. It's like, yeah.
No
So
way.
he's got some gems down there.
Yeah, because she's from St. Louis, dude.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. 'Cause
No shit.
That's crazy.
So they've
bro.
recorded together.
Yeah,
Like
he's got some old stuff.
Man.
he's still alive, isn't he?
He's hanging on.
That's
He's
good.
hanging
That's good.
on.
How old
That
is
was
he
good to
now?
hear.
He's pushing 90.
Damn, man. Hey, at least you know you got them genes.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
Is he still making music at all, or?
Yeah. I mean, before the last time I saw him, you know, he's just like me. Whenever I would go over there every weekend, you know, he'd be in the basement from the time he woke up. I mean, he would eat breakfast, be in that basement from the time he woke up to the time it was time to go to bed. And that's how I spent my weekends with him. Like, in that basement, in that studio, just noodling around on stuff.
Man, that's so dope. And that was like when you were how old? Like 3, like young?
Yeah, because
Bro, so you've
they've
been
been in that
around-
house since before I was born.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a kid falling down the damn steps.
Yeah.
So
Because
music is destined in your
Yeah,
life.
it's like
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
always been around it. You've always been around it. You got to get a song with your grandpa, dude.
Yeah.
You got to. Because
Now-
imagine his voice right now on record. Like, that would be dope as fuck.
Oh, man, yeah.
Now, does he sing? Is he a vocalist?
Oh, yeah. He's the Michael Jordan, vocalist in St. Louis. Like,
get that feature.
Yeah, you got
Bro,
to,
get that
man.
feature.
Man.
That's your, dude. You'll beat yourself up if
Yeah,
something
I
happened
know.
before
I
you
know.
get
I'm
it.
already beating myself up now.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Make
Dude,
it
that would,
happen.
that's
that
what
would,
we were talking about before we turned the mics on. I was like, I made it a point this year to start making time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I got off work around 6 o'clock Wednesday or Thursday, and I drove to Florissant just to go see him because, you know, he wasn't doing so great. And I was like, any other time I would have just went home and crashed because I've been exhausted because I work so much, and then when I leave work, I go straight to go do a show.
Yeah.
And I just haven't had time for anything or anybody, and I've lost touch with so many people because I'm so busy. But like this year, it's like I'm making a point to make some time.
Yeah,
And,
that's
hey,
good, bro.
That's one thing I really respect about you, man, is consistent. You've been the most consistent at music that I know of personally out of all my friends in the last 8 years.
Yeah.
You know, constantly doing shows, constantly mastering your crafts, man. So respect,
Yeah.
100%.
Thanks.
Because
Yeah.
consistency, I think that's what most people lack, and that's what's gonna get you to where you need to go. It's consistency and consistently growing too. You know, at that. So yeah, man, we're definitely excited to hear an album from you.
Yeah.
100%. And I gotta see the grandpa on it though.
Dude, oh my God. Dude, I just...
That's seriously,
Bro,
I tried.
if he's willing to do it, like, dude, I can see it now just being like an iconic thing, you know? Like, you're gonna, like, dude, I would love to listen to that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what you guys would talk about or like what you guys would sing about, but just hearing his voice on a record with your voice,
Oh, man.
dude,
Make it
that would
ratchet.
be- Make it a strip club banger.
Oh man, it's gonna be the hottest gospel song of all time.
Is that what he makes?
That's
Is
what
like-
he does. Is
yeah.
gospel, and that, you know, that'd be cool to like just sample it and stuff. Just
Call
turn
it
to-
"Make It Clap for
Clap for
Jesus."
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Does your grandma make music?
No, she just feeds us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be walking through the hallway. You hungry?
She just pops
No,
out.
I'm okay, Grandma.
Yeah. She's the fuel for you guys to keep
Yeah,
going.
she is.
Now, what about your parents? Were they ever big into music?
No, my dad had a huge collection of like CDs and stuff. I don't know if you kids remember those, but
CDs, yeah. What are those?
yeah, my dad listened to primarily hip hop and rap and all that. One of the biggest Michael Jackson fans I've ever seen in my life.
No shit.
And then my mom was more R&B and stuff, and then one of the biggest Prince fans I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, they just mesh well with their music, and I got a little bit of taste of everything because I just ventured on my own.
Yeah.
Like I would just listen to classical music when I was playing violin, and then I had sisters. My older sister got me into pop music, like she liked Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and Maroon 5 and all that. So I got a little taste of that, and then she ventured in the country somehow, I guess, when we started going to the county schools. So I was listening to Rascal Flatts. So I listened
That is a
to
crazy move.
everything.
Now, what was the first album that you remember that had the biggest impact? Like for me, I got two. Is Limp Bizkit chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavor water.
That's a
Honestly,
crazy album cover.
I know,
name.
but it's kind of cringy to say that's my album that kind of like molded me. But yeah, that one and the Slim Shady LP.
Yep, that was
Like
mine
those
too.
two albums, I remember had such a impact on me as a kid.
Dude, mine was it was actually a soundtrack. It was Tupac's Resurrection.
Yeah,
Do you guys ever, do you
I remember.
you remember that?
Yeah.
That and the Slim Shady LP.
Yeah.
Those two were like my biggest.
Yeah.
I remember bumping the Tupac Resurrection album, and like there's a line where it says like he's like, my mama used to smoke so goddamn much. I'm surprised I ain't retarded. and I played that for Mom because I was like mad at her, and that was in second grade, bro. I was like, Mom, come here, I gotta play you something, because she smoked a lot.
Did you do this to me?
So
Is this
I
why I
played
feel so
it.
retarded?
I played it, and she ripped the CD out of the CD player. I was like, that was a mistake.
Well, because she realized that's what she did to you, bro.
Yeah, but dude, that album was something I always like listen to, and like just some of the songs on there just like
Oh, we would
shaped
have
how
to,
I see things.
Yeah, we would have to sneak around just to listen to, especially the Eminem album. Like
Yeah.
our parents
Oh,
had
yeah.
no idea what they were getting us into.
Man, that was like The Way I Am was my first favorite rap song I guess I've ever heard. Like anytime it came on the radio, I was like, yeah, this
Honestly, that's
Dude,
one of the
that's
most
my favorite
powerful
song.
songs.
That's my favorite song to this day.
Yeah, that's a powerful fucking song. 100%.
Yeah.
So do you have two albums or any album, a album?
I put a lot of time into listening to Linkin Park, and
Linkin Park,
they're one of my favorite bands of all time. And I listen to Minutes to Midnight, like doing dishes, Minutes to Midnight, cleaning the living room, Minutes to Midnight. Like that was my album. Like I just listened to, like, it had such high energy, and then it had really low lows.
Yeah.
And it was just so diverse, and that was one of their most what's the word I'm looking for?
Critically acclaimed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or critiqued.
Yeah,
Controversial?
Yeah, like people didn't really feel it because that was like the first time they went in a different direction as far as, One Step Closer and all the rock stuff. What they did was they had the guitars in the front and the weird, sound effects and stuff in the back. And then with Minutes to Midnight, that's when they started putting the background stuff in the front and the guitars and drums in the back.
Really?
What album had Crawling and all that on it?
I
In
want
the
to say that
end-
was Hybrid Theory.
That album is another one. I would put that up there too. That Linkin Park is a band that I listened to growing up, like that.
Yeah.
And then they came out with the Linkin Park Jay-Z mix, and it was like
Yeah.
game changer. Like I was like,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Linkin Park and who else, dude?
Oh,
Limp
dude.
Bizkit for sure. Kid Rock. Kid
Kid-
Rock was always.
Well, yeah, that was when we were. I'm talking like the Limp Bizkit and Eminem stage was when I was in second grade.
yeah.
But as the years went on, dude, I remember Get Rich or Die Trying,
Oh yeah. Iconic.
DMX.
Yeah.
What was that? Hell is Hot. I forget the album, but Mystical, man. We were.
Oh, dude, I can't believe we used to.
That's
listen
when the
to
albums
that.
were anticipated.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
the Ludacris
Yeah.
word
It's
of
gonna
mouth.
come out this
Ooh.
day,
Yeah.
and like we were,
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
We
store,
ready.
dude.
Yeah.
Like that day it came out, dude. I was like that up until like I remember doing that with Big Sean's, like one of his
Till a few years
latest
ago,
albums. Yeah, like I've always been a CD collector. Like I got a whole stack up there. I just love, like, I don't even play CDs, but I used to love just like the nostalgia of them. Like I remember me and you going to, what was it, FYE or something, and picking out CDs. Like you'd buy a CD, I'd buy a CD.
Those were exciting times, man, because
Yeah.
you got to pull out the track list and like go
read
through
the
Yeah,
cover.
the cover. Look at the photos.
Like that was dope. I miss
Yeah.
that, to be honest. It takes the excitement out. The
I still
streaming
order
does.
CDs if I really, really, really like it. Last album I ordered was bought was Drake, his Scorpion.
Oh, no
It's
shit.
got 2 discs.
No shit.
Were you
So-
ordering them online? or-
I go to my music shop and I go through them so that they get a little bit of the revenue instead of me just buying it offline or something like that.
yeah.
So yeah, I like supporting.
Yeah,
my,
you gotta
my
buy them
favorite
in store, yeah. But yeah, man, with like Spotify and everything, it's just like honestly, like now that I don't buy CDs, it's hard to find like what music I want to listen to. Like sometimes it's hard for me to even pick a song, you know, like just because Spotify, there's so many options. It's like, it's almost like I don't even know what the fuck to listen to, you know?
I was having that trouble literally like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I was like, look at all these playlists on Spotify. They've got, you know, Latin, they got coffee, they got mood. Okay, what's on mood? And then that took me to another whole thing. And then, all right, well, what's my mood? Do I feel like being up? Do I feel like being down? Am I cleaning the house right now?
Yeah.
All right, let me see chill R&B. And then they had a bunch of different R&B. Do you want bedroom music or do you want, you know, some hype R&B? I was like, oh my, okay.
Yeah, it's like overwhelming. It's like so many, like, how do I feel right now? I always just go to this playlist called Most Necessary.
Yeah,
it's just
I clicked on
it's
that
just like the hottest songs up right now, or like the up and coming songs.
And every time I click on it, I don't know any of the artists.
Me neither. Me neither, dude. That's why I think it's like up and coming people. But I found some dope songs and some dope artists from doing that, though.
I've got like old man syndrome where I feel like you hit a certain age and you don't want to seek new music. You just you want to hear what you've always heard.
That's me now.
That's me.
And then when you do find somebody new, you do really like them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of hard to get into new music. I mean, has somebody ever said, "Hey, check out this artist," and you really liked them?
Mm-hmm.
Like me, like I don't know, like not for me. Like I feel like it's better when I find them on my own. It's like, I found them. Yeah, I've been with them since the jump.
Yeah,
you know,
it is a weird feeling. Like whenever I recommend somebody to you, or you like, there is that feeling of I showed him.
Yeah, you put them on.
Yeah, I put you on to them, bro.
Honestly, you've been putting me on to more music than vice versa. Like you put me on to Pop Smoke, which I became like a huge fan. Partisan Fontaine, like, you put me on to him.
Yeah.
So I actually like that. I like the word of mouth, like learning about music, because I'm getting old. Like I used to be the kid in 2010 to get on Digital Dripped and datpiff.com and just do my research and trying to find new music.
Bro, I remember those days.
Yeah,
of
like
Piff, just scrolling through and like trying to, and it was like a shot in the dark of what song was gonna be dope or not. You know, like there's literally just 1,000 songs.
That's how I found like Mac Miller, Wiz, Currency, all them people. You know, but I'm way out the loop. I don't even know if there's blogs like that anymore. Like I know No Jumper has their thing about like underground artists and whatnot. But
did you ever fuck with LimeWire?
We all did.
Or that's what it was, right? LimeWire. And you would always like you'd download a song, but it would be like
Bill Clinton
talking about
I did not have sexual relations with her.
Yeah.
You gotta fight through all the pop-ups.
Yeah,
and stuff.
dude. Sketchy.
Yeah, don't download videos, bro. You're gonna get something you don't want to see, or that you want to see. I don't know.
Whatever you're into.
Yeah, when I was 14, I didn't mind seeing that. I used to stay up extra late to watch the late night HBO soft porn.
Yeah,
So something a little bit more relevant. How has COVID been affecting your shows?
You know what? I played at this place called Salvatore's.
I heard of that.
Wednesdays. And that was my last show before everything got shut down last year. It was like in March. And so all the bars were shut down. The bartenders were struggling. Restaurants are struggling. Everything's getting shut down. And then around summertime, everything started opening back up. And bars wanted to get people back in there, you know, and of course they had the restrictions and stuff. You can only have 25% capacity, yada yada, and stuff. And places that usually had live music can't really afford live bands because they took such a downturn. And then also with the capacity restrictions, you can't have a full band because you know you got 4 people on stage. That's already half the capacity right there. So they use.
Hold on.
It stopped. See, there's always something.
So when everything started opening back up, when they couldn't pay a full band because of the capacity and restrictions and all that, they used me because I'm a solo act for the most part, and they would use me to get people back in there to kind of recoup some of their losses.
Yeah.
What was the first place you performed when everything opened up?
I don't really even remember.
Or more importantly than where was it? How was it? Was it awkward? Was it weird?
I want to say I think I was at this place called 311 Wine House because they have an outside area. So they they were able to hold people in there. And they serve food, so they were good to go. And it was cool. It was like I played outside there before. But like with everything opening back up and seeing everything spaced out, it was
weird. I'm sure.
Probably threw everything off.
Yeah.
You should have performed at Hot Shots in Wentzville because that shit was popping once everything came.
Oh
back.
yeah.
I went there one time and I'm like, fuck this. I'm not doing this.
Where's that one place in Wentzville that we went to when everything opened back up?
Oh, but that was Bobby's.
Billy's or
something?
Billy's.
Millwood.
No, Millwood.
Millwood's, yeah.
Yeah, dude, they have shows. They perform. Yeah. They have a stage set up. Yeah. You know what that is?
It's like Wentzville.
Yeah, you've been with us there, I'm sure.
Where Best Buy used to, behind that.
Yeah.
It was packed, bro. Yeah. It was so packed. No one's wearing masks, nothing. So
some people just.
I was not feeling that.
I was so surprised when everything opened back up how little people gave a fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I remember talking to this one dude and he was like. Dude, he would talk like this close to my face.
Oh my gosh.
Shit just opened back up. Like, back up a little,
yeah,
bro.
Even if COVID wasn't going around, get the fuck out my face.
There was an older gentleman who was trying to shake my hand, and I was scared.
Are you doing the elbow thing?
I was like, are we still doing that? I gave him nugs.
Yeah, it was weird, man. The first time I've said this on this podcast before, but whenever gyms started opening back up, I went to Club Fitness in St. Charles, and Nelly was there. Nelly was at the fucking St. Charles, but I was just like, dude, I was like surprised because there was literally people like right by me, and then the fact seeing Nelly there was just like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Did you say anything?
No, dude. Now, what am I gonna say to Nelly, bro? I seen there was two kids that went up to him, and he just kind of brushed him off. He's like, no, it was like COVID, because he had his mask on and everything.
You should have corrected his form.
I'd be like, hey, bro, you're going to want to lift like this, dude.
You might have would have listened then,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Should have been like, Nelly, don't spray after you get done, man. I want to wipe some of that sweat myself and sell it on eBay.
Yeah, put it in a bag. Like, everywhere he goes, I'm just there with like tongs in a bag.
That's 8 up.
What would you say, like, if you've seen somebody famous? Because I know, remember, we seen Dizzy Wright after that show, and we didn't really, we don't get, I don't know about
Dizzy
you.
Wright and
Jaron
Benton, they were just hanging out at the bar right after the show.
Do you get starstruck when you see people?
I want to say so. Probably.
Do you fangirl? Like, do you fan out? Fanboy?
I definitely do over social media. Like, like when I'm always commenting on people's stuff, and I'm being a jokester all the time. But I probably would.
Like, Yellowwolf just started following me on Instagram, and I didn't think I would get like this, but I was like, holy shit! Like I got
you
hyped.
Fanboy, bro.
I fanboy. I was like, oh fuck, dude, like. Yellowwolf, but in person,
I fanboyed for you, bro.
Yeah, but it's weird because in person, like I've seen Yellowwolf walking through a parking lot one time, and we didn't go running up to him, Or same thing with Dizzy Wright. Like I don't do it. Or Nelly, when I see Nelly, like I don't know what it is. Like I don't want to, because in my head I'm like, well, I don't go up to just any random dude or chick and any dude and start talking to them like that. Like, so why would I do it just because they're famous?
Well, I know for me is I wanted to be their peer. Yeah. I didn't want them to view me as a fan. I wanted them to view me as an equal. Yeah. But at the same time, dude, it's good to give people flowers when they're alive. Yeah. So
just tell them how much they inspired you or something.
Yeah, just don't. Maybe not run up and say, hey, can I get a photo with you? But say, hey,
treat him like a human.
I respect your music, done this for me. It inspired me to get on stage.
Right.
So like I think that's where we fucked up. Yeah. Like I wish like I would have went up to Dizzy Wright and said, hey, thank you for this opportunity. I know you had nothing to do you were not involved with this, but I just a blessing to open up for you. Something like that.
See, I like to say that. Like, I like to say that it's because I don't want to come off as a fan or anything. But in reality, it's just like, I don't know what the fuck I would say to them anyway. Right. Like, what would I say? Or it's just that, like, like, just being too nervous to go talk to them. Like overthinking it.
Yeah, there's two people that I think I would really like fanboy over, and it's Currency and Andrew Reynolds. I don't know why. Andrew Reynolds is a pro skateboarder, but he's been my favorite ever since I was like 10.
Yeah.
You know, so those are the two people I wouldn't know what to say because I would want them to like me. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They always say like you never want to meet your idols.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
they never want to. You never really want to meet the people that you look up to because
You'll end up disappointed.
yeah, you'll end up disappointed.
So I got another question. So let's say, what advice would you give to somebody that's starting out in music, that wants to learn how to play guitar or sing, and get good at it? Like, what's some advice you would give them?
Consistency, like you said, you gotta have a thirst for knowledge of wanting more. Like you can't. Like you fill up the glass of water, you drink it, fill it back up. You got it. There's always something more, because like even when I was starting with you guys, like you guys really pushed me to do music. Like, you know, I've always seen my grandpa do the music and stuff, but like you guys had your thing, and I needed to learn my thing. So I wanted to grow as a hip hop artist. But then when I started doing that, I wanted to grow as a guitar player. I wanted to grow as a singer. I wanted to figure out how to record myself. I wanted to figure out how to make beats. I just never stopped that thirst for knowledge, and that just pushed me to like go through more levels and levels and just learn as much as I can. Like you gotta have that thirst.
Yeah, dude. One thing I always respected about you too is like back in the Winsfield days when we would have people over and you would have your guitar there and we would like ask you to perform something, you never shied away from doing it. Like you were always like, hell yeah, I'm gonna play this.
Yeah, you always had confidence.
Yeah.
And you were never
Or
cocky.
even if you were nervous, like either way, you fought through that and you performed. You know.
That's real confidence, I feel like.
The one thing that really pushed me more than anything to even just perform was, I was 18-year-old kid playing guitar in the basement, and I started writing, and I was like, man, I like these words. I like this song. I want to share it with the world. Like, it's selfish to just hold it to myself. And I just wanted to share my feelings, and maybe somebody else is feeling like, the way I'm feeling. And that's what pushed me to just perform no matter what, wherever I am, even if in a bar where I feel like nobody's listening.
Right.
Yeah, but you never know like who
You
that
never
could
know.
impact,
Yeah.
I've always that's one thing I've always said is like it's your responsibility to put your truth out there, but it's not up to anybody else to receive it, but it is your
Right.
responsibility to put it out there.
Yeah.
I like that. I like what you said.
I also like how you would write records like Bills to Pay. I like how you wrote in other people's perspective, to where, because obviously you don't have no kids,
Right.
but the message of that song, so many families can relate to that.
Man, yeah.
Like so many, especially at our age, once we're starting to have kids and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I like that you're creative enough to do that.
Yeah.
You're
'cause
writing other people's
I don't want to
stories.
get in a box to where I'm just writing about myself.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you look at some certain songs or albums and you see the artist using I, me, you a lot. And like, what about something different?
Yeah.
Just be a little bit more creative. And then we were working in a grocery store, so you see all kinds of different people.
Oh yeah.
And you see single dads, single moms, divorced people, or a couple, or young couple, older couple.
Right.
And I was just like, man, like they're all here for the same thing, and it's just like they all have their own little story and stuff like that. It's just everybody's got a story, so I just use perspective.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And I really think like hip hop in particular needs to stray away from I. It's like I, me. Like, that's one genre I feel like is the most egocentric genre.
Yeah.
Well, it takes like being like a true artist to be able to do that too. And empathy too, like being able to channel that inside, like using green instead of blue or something. Like you're changing your brush, like you're changing your own your color, and you're trying to, even if you don't necessarily know what it's like, you're using your thought and your perspective to wonder what it is like to be somebody else, or wonder what it's like to see from that perspective. Right. Even though you don't know like directly what it's like to have kids or any of that, but you're using your imagination and you're like using perspective of other people to try to figure it out and put it in song form. And you know, that takes real like real creativity and like, true artists.
I'm like, I'm at my dad's age where he already had 2 kids, you know, with another one on the way. It's just like, what would I do right now? I was like, I was scared, you know, writing every lyric in that song was just, I had no idea what I would do, you know, girlfriends freaking out, you know, all this stuff. And that's just where I was at in that headspace when I wrote that.
Yeah, the beauty of that song, though, the reason why I think it's so good is because you make me feel like I have bills to pay and a baby on the way. Like, I think that's where the artistry comes through. Is like anybody can write a song like that, but make the listener feel what you're talking about. That's a whole nother ball game. And I think you were like head on with that. So shit, what's another question that I have for him?
What inspires you these days?
I don't know. I feel like I get inspired when I literally just take the time for myself and everything. Like when I just sit down and like everything is just processing. When I'm processing, I think about like now, as of recently, I started writing in a journal. And
me too, bro.
I don't do it consistently enough to where like I'm writing everything about this week, this day, yada yada yada. I want to say I do it like once or twice a month, and by that time, like I'm decompressing. There's a lot I gotta remember, and a lot of stuff that made me feel this way, a lot of stuff that made me feel that way. I'm just getting to know myself, and now when I sit down and decompress, it's almost a mixed array of feelings. It's just I'm just decompressing, and that's what inspired me to like still write though, because I'm just like, oh, I've never felt this way before after I really, really thought about it.
Yeah. Dude, I just started doing that too, writing things down. And what I've been doing is I'm going to start by writing 100 questions to ask myself. And I don't have them pre-planned or anything. They just pop up. But I'm trying to get to like know myself. And writing is key, dude, because it allows you to get it out of your head and put it on pen and paper and like, and you can analyze it. And what I've realized by doing this is I'm going like deeper inside myself to discover these different things about myself and why do I think like that, and I'm trying to make it a point not to judge whether it's right or wrong, just put my thoughts on paper and try to figure things out, you know. And I can already see I'm only on like question number 3. Like I've only asked myself 3 questions, and I've already seen the benefits of like writing a journal and writing down things. And so
I like that. How are the females at the show? Can we talk about this, man?
No, of course, man.
There ain't nobody that's gonna get mad, huh?
No, not at all.
All right, let's get into it, man. How the females?
Oh, they cool, man.
At the show, they showing you love?
Yeah, I guess in a way. It's not like none of them need backstage passes or nothing like that. But no, it's cool. I don't know. They vibe with the song, because a lot of the songs I play are like slow, sad, romantic type stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like the girls gotta like it.
I want my shows to feel like a ladies' night. That's I want, because I actually do want to start. I want to start doing a lot of different things, but one thing in particular, I started listening to R&B a little bit more, more contemporary R&B. I found this artist. I stumbled upon him. And I'm like, man, I really like this style of R&B. I like this style. And I just want to try a different type of feel music.
Yeah.
I want my shows to be like ladies' night. You know, that's cool. Like I want to feel my music and all that feeling stuff. And but I want to be that dude in the back, you know, playing the bass, and like the girls start dancing, and you know, oh, this is my jam. You know?
See, when I always had a problem with like I feel like my music's too masculine, you know. So I need some tips on how to sing, bro.
See, bro, I just started singing when I met you and stuff. And the thing is, more than anything, I feel like I'm a good writer more than anything. Not singer, playing guitar, performing. I think I'm a good writer, but I had to learn how to sing. I had to learn how to perform, and I watched videos, read some books, but I just, by the end of the day, I just feel it.
Right.
I'm going to sing it how I feel it, and that's how it comes out. So I don't know if it's good or bad.
So did you have to you had to train your vocals to get to the pitches that you get to, right?
It's a muscle. Like, you go to the gym and work out, you got to keep singing. Like, I've learned that because even though I don't think I have the best voice, I know how to use it. So it's a muscle. You got to put those reps in.
Now, do you think everyone has a singing voice? You just got to find it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that.
Yeah, I just got to find mine.
Yeah, because
I really want to sing, but it takes courage to hop on the mic and really go for it,
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, I usually sing with my eyes closed. Cause, like, it's weird to just look at people and stuff like that. Now, I can go through the motions. There's some shows where I'm watching a football game and singing and like just going through the.
It's just like second nature at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something that you gotta like. It's just like anything. Like, if you just start, like, if I were to sing right now, you guys would take your headphones out and fucking leave. All of our listeners would go. But if I did it every day and like consistently like worked on it, of course it would take like 5 years. It takes years before you're good at anything. I mean, like, you referenced the gym. I mean, you can work out for years and not see anything, and then all of a sudden you're starting to like see gains and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like the same thing. It is crazy to see like the people that stick with singing. Like, like, I've never had it in me to sit down and like just stick with singing, although it'd be a dope thing to like learn and just be able to do, but it does take work, like you do gotta like develop those muscles and work on it.
Yeah, that's just like with guitar. Like,
guitar especially.
Sit down, because I've sat down and tried to learn over and over and over and over, but I never been consistent enough with it to stick with it. Where rapping is like, I freestyle in my head all day, every day, even if I'm not actively making music. So that's just, rapping's second nature for me. Singing's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what came first with you, singing or rapping? Because I heard you rap before sing.
I think it was singing, because I was playing guitar, and I'm playing guitar, so I'm singing and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't start rapping until I met you. But I was playing a little bit of guitar. I learned my regular 4 chords and stuff like that, and I had that down. So I was writing a little bit. I was singing a very little, but I want to say it's almost like rap pushed me to sing because I wanted to sing my hooks.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what really drove it.
And I think that's what helped you with getting good at rapping so quick, is probably the songwriting, because when a lot of rappers start rapping, it's trash, like absolutely trash. They don't know how to flow. But I remember hearing you for the first time, and
I knew how to count my syllables.
You knew how to flow. So do you think that was coming from songwriting?
Yeah. Oh,
just having that here for it.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, because you knew melody, you knew.
Yeah,
like,
I knew my time, and I knew time and playing violin. So that's the one thing that like irks me, like more than anything. It's like it's the timing has to be right. Yeah. So even when I mess around my loop pedal and it's like half a beat off, like I notice it. Yeah. Some people may not notice, but when I'm up there and I'm just like, I can't start all the way over. I got to keep going.
Yeah, see, the fact, just now thinking about that, like the fact that you were doing that in the beginning, shows like how much the violin and music and singing influenced your rapping, because that, I feel like at that point when you were doing the orchestra stuff, it helped you stay on flow, like it helped you like navigate the flow of a melody and music,
Yeah, I've watched like a few artists now, and seeing them live, and I like seeing their little ticks and cues and stuff like that, and I feel like every artist does something different, or they do something, they have some sort of habit that they do to kind of help them get through it. I've noticed like sometimes when Christina Aguilera sings, she holds her mic like this and she always like flutters her fingers.
Yeah.
Or this guy I like to listen to named Dermot Kennedy, like he sings like this, like he just holds his he just holds his vest or jacket or whatever, or he clamps his hands and stuff. Like everybody has like a little tick or cue and stuff. I'm just like I've had a few. Like sometimes I used to wobble my head. Like I watched old videos of myself. I used to wobble my head a lot. Now I want to say the new thing I do is I kind of rock a little bit back and forth. But yeah, I don't know.
I guess that's where the hand, like when I rap, I notice my hand kind of does this shit, you know, and that's what helps me. It like kind of helps me stay on beat. I guess.
Well, dude, like if you ever try to just rap just standing still, it's like it makes it difficult. It's like hard as fuck. Like, it's impossible. I mean, it's the same thing like when you listen to music. Like my head just bops. It just does. You know, like the music moves you in ways that like it's subconscious. It's not even like you're not even aware of it. Like I'll listen to music and just be moving. You know, like now, it just moves through you.
Now you said you've been getting into R&B. Is there any like R&B artists right now that's like new? Because I feel like that's like we're missing some good R&B that's new. Like
it's
like the only like would you consider like Bryson Tiller to be kind of like R&B?
Yeah,
because that's kind of like R&B trap. It's over trap beats.
Yeah,
still. And who's that dude from Atlanta?
Well, there's that rumor.
Black.
Oh, Black. Yeah.
Like, would you consider that R&B ish?
Yeah.
Because it has a rap vibe to it.
You got to think like hip hop. There's different avenues of rap and hip hop.
Yeah.
There's conscious hip hop. There's turn up hip hop. There's trap hip hop. There's
rap,
southern hip hop. So there's different avenues of R&B like any other genre.
I'm pretty sure Post Malone even said he was more of an R&B artist, didn't he?
I don't see that, but
I'm pretty sure he said something like that, like in an interview one time.
Yeah, because I fuck with this dude.
Or pop. I guess he said he was more pop. I don't know.
Like, I know it's not R&B, but Don Toliver. Yeah. Have you ever heard of him? Mm-hmm. He had an album called Danny Womack, and that's an R&B singer, right? Mm-hmm. So I was trying to like put the two and two together because I never listened to him, but I don't really get the R&B vibes from Don Toliver. I just like how he sings and shit. It's something new, you know. But as far as R&B artists that are coming out right now, is there any?
I don't know. Like I said, I got old man syndrome. So even when I hear somebody new, they're new to me.
Yeah.
Like I want to say the latest artist I got into was Sonder, which is his name's Brent something. I can't remember his last name, but I think he's been out for like 3 years, at least 3 years. So he's just new to me. So I don't know.
Because there's no like LL Cool J. Yeah, I guess he's more on the rap side, right? Would you consider that?
Yeah.
Because I feel
who would you say is like a top R&B artist right now?
Ooh,
that we would know.
Yeah,
someone that's like is a house name, you know.
Oh shoot, I feel like it's like LMA or somebody, you know. Like
because I can't think of.
No, I don't know.
I just can't think of anybody. Yeah. Maybe it's you to bring the genre back.
Shoot, I'm gonna think of somebody. Who called himself the new king of R&B?
Oh yeah,
the YK Osiris guy.
No, it was like, wasn't it like, oh fuck, who was that?
The new king of R&B. Oh, what was his name? He claimed himself, I guess.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember it was like a year or two ago.
I don't remember because I didn't like Usher and everybody get involved. Yeah, and they're all like,
Jacquees. It was Jacquees.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's the answer. There.
Yeah,
I
would say yeah.
That's like a household name. That's like the only dude I could think of.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's weird how things come and go, you know. I feel like hip hop is just running running it.
Like, dude, think about it. Are there any real rock stars anymore? Like rock stars. Can you guys think of any?
I mean,
like the new rappers are the new rock stars, you know? Like there's no like Led Zeppelin, Motley Crue, like none of those people these days.
I'm trying to think of bands that are new that I fuck with, especially rock star status. No,
I feel like the closest thing
they don't live like that.
Be,
no,
like Imagine Dragons or something like that.
Yeah, but even that is like more like that is like pop poppy pop, like pop rock.
You remember how we used to view our rock stars, like the partying, like the flashiness about it? You know, like I think it's rock stars are rappers.
Yeah, dude. Like I think of
just
like
weird.
the baby or something. You know,
music. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, because they're so. I
Maybe
feel like,
MGK. No, he's a rapper, dude.
but he's kind of not a rapper.
He's like
anymore.
punk anyway.
Yeah, it's
too.
like pop punk.
rock.
I feel like his music fits him now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like before it was, he's good at this, he's good at that. But
Yeah.
like now it's
got his own
like
niche.
music.
He found his niche. Yeah.
Music is like
Same with Yellow Wolf.
changed so much to where it fits him now.
Yeah.
Because music, it evolves. Like
Right,
it's evolved. So some people are finding their niche, some people are falling off. You just gotta keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you try to stay relevant?
I don't. I don't. I just keep doing what I do, and I don't even really listen to music as much as I used to. I feel like only time I listen to music is sometimes when I'm driving. It depends on where I'm driving and how far, or I listen to it while I'm cleaning up and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I listen to like podcasts and talk radio and stuff.
That's
now.
me.
Yeah.
Me too.
So my brain is like cleansed from music.
Yeah.
So
And that's good too, so you're not like subconsciously like copying anybody.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
So-
especially as a musician.
so my thoughts feel authentic. So
yeah.
Right.
The only time I listen to music is in the gym, because I can't listen to a podcast in the gym. But
I do. I listen to
I
podcasts
can't.
in the gym.
I can't do it. It just throws the vibe off. But if I'm driving or anything, I'm podcast. You know,
Yeah.
that's like
I
the
run
new shit.
when I run. I listen to music, and
Yeah.
I know you see like if you see my snap, like I go. Sometimes I run just to give myself an excuse to listen to music because I'm so out of tune with it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to get you in the gym.
Yeah, I know.
You don't reply.
I
I see you out there running.
I gotta make time. I gotta
Yeah.
make time. It's the
Yeah.
making time issue. Cause like now, I run if the weather's good Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
Cause my only free time now is either Wednesday evenings or Saturday mornings. And I'm locked up in my.
You know, I know you're saying you're very busy and whatnot, but I would like to see more of a social presence from you.
Yeah,
I would
know.
like to see.
Oh my gosh,
I would like to see vlogs.
Yeah.
Like if you can get a filmer or something, especially how many shows you do,
Yeah, dude.
and just
Literally, the only thing with a vlog is just doing shit and filming it. Like, if
Right.
you had somebody filming your behind the scenes and all that,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I'm so bad.
is there somebody that goes to every one of your shows?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
talk to them, dude.
Yeah.
Say, hey,
Yeah,
hold
we-
this camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
and I say that because like I would watch it,
Yeah.
so I know if I would watch it, there's other people that would watch it.
Okay.
You know, so
Well, social media is just such a good tool. Like, you
It
know what I
is.
mean? Like, I mean, you're having no problem getting out there though. Like, even without being, I mean, you got Facebook. You know, you're getting the word out that way. I see you all the time on there. But yeah, I mean, you know, social media is like the new fucking everything.
It's
It's like
everything.
the way to get out there. You know,
Yeah.
like there's endless opportunities on the internet.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's hard to get into that mindset of like filming everything and
Yeah.
you
Yeah. I
know.
need to do that a lot more. That's the
Yeah.
one thing I definitely need to work on. It's just being my social presence and social media presence and all that.
Yeah.
well, what's hard about it is, as an artist, it's hard to focus on the business side of it when what you want to do is create, and you want to stay in that creative space. I know, like me, when I'm making music, I want to stay in that creative space. And
Yeah.
not
You don't
have
want to think about
I don't wanna-
capturing the moment. You
Yeah.
don't want to think.
Yeah.
You
I
just
don't
want to
wanna-
do it.
Yeah, and I don't want to think
just-
about how am I going to make money off of this. 'cause
It's
that
also
takes
because
away.
like creative people are more like left brained or right brained or whatever, and then the business side is like the other side of the brain. And when you're a creative person, you're usually like dominant on one side of the brain, so like you don't have the energy to even think about that other shit. You know, like I see it with you. I see that you're like very passionate about music. You know, like you're a true like musician, like artist type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right, you got any more questions, bro?
Well, I do got to say this. How does it feel to have the number one fan as my mom? She don't even fuck with my music.
She loves
man.
you, bro.
Yeah, she fucks with your music 10 times more than my music. So
She did.
Congrats on
she
that.
That's
actually,
awesome.
Yeah, she so she did submit a question. We're
Yeah,
gonna put
let's
that
play
out
it.
here. It's a pretty good question too. And then we got a song, right? You got a song you're gonna perform?
I can, yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
All right. Let's see.
So I like about you, bro. The hustle's real. You never shy away from playing.
Let's see.
I like it.
Oh wait, that ain't it. You got it.
You got it.
She sent a text, right? Oh, which one are we gonna do? That one or this one?
Do the first one.
All right. Here it is.
Thrush, good to see you on the show. I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, how many songs have you written on your own? Number 2 is, what inspires you? What is your inspiration? And I also want to tell you, when you hit it big, don't forget you practiced in our basement.
I sure did.
Anyway, take
Sure
care,
did.
buddy. Let us know what your answer is.
So yeah, how many songs have you written?
Oh my gosh, there's notebooks and notebooks. As far as finished, I guess I'm gonna say somewhere between 30 to 40.
And still no album.
Well,
Yeah, I know, right?
Man, that's the crazy thing is the funnel. Like the funnel. Like you've written so many songs, but how many have actually came out?
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's crazy, like the funnel of things. Yeah. So, do you have plans on putting them all out, or are they just kind of in the vault?
Some of them are B-side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do. I want to put out every single one of them.
Mhm.
Like no matter, how it comes out. But
Yeah.
even when I do my shows, I want to say for the most part, people have to request my originals. Like some people will say, play something original, and I'll do something original. Or they'll remember an original that I did and request that specific one. And that's really cool. I do like that.
It has to be a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially on an original song,
Yeah.
Especially when they know it
Yeah.
and can sing it back to you. That's crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's one of the best
feelings.
The best feelings. And as far as inspiration, it's anything. Just feelings inspire me, man. And
Yeah.
what you do impacts your feelings. So and feelings impacts like what you do. Like I forgot how to word it, but it's something like that. What? Shoot.
Do you? No, you go.
Yeah, feelings impact what you're going to do. I feel like, and then when you get inspired, that affects what you're going to do. Like, I don't know how
It's
to
like
weird
a cycle.
it. Yeah,
It's like a cycle.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, the problem with that for me is I don't like to be in my feelings. I hate it, bro. I hate it.
Well, I think one time, didn't you ask him one time, would you rather be sad?
All right,
and-
would you rather be cool and sad or corny and happy? And you said sad and cool because that makes better music.
You still feel that
sounds
way?
Like something.
That sounds like something I would say.
Well, because I know
being like, I feel like, do you write your best in like through emotion? I mean, that's,
of course.
That's
I feel like it writes itself almost.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but
Yeah, I've gotten pretty quicker at writing songs now. There was one song I wrote it on the way to a gig. Like I literally took 3 minutes and wrote the song.
Damn.
And it's the lyrics are sad, but it's so upbeat, and it was just how I was feeling because I was just I'm go, but I was just feeling it. I was like I like this line, and I built off of that line, and I just ran with it. And yeah, the music, the fuel is the feelings of what I've have, because the feeling is what's going to impact timing, like how fast, how upbeat it's going to be, or how slow or sad it's going to be, and then like the lyrics. The lyrics are probably the harder part of it, but yeah, just because I'm an overthinker, like I'm so conscious of
Perfectionist.
every
Yeah.
word.
yeah.
But eventually I'll get it out.
Yeah.
Like I'll pull it out.
So writing a braggadocious rap song over a song about breaking up with your girl, which one's easier to write? sometimes the braggadocious songs are harder to write because you
They're
got to
harder
be
to write,
clever,
yeah.
you got to be witty.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
really your pen game. Has
We
to be on point.
we started writing one with my boy Matt Turman from One Stroke Away. It's a funny, corny song about bragging about being an average Joe. It's like something about, I've never met a man who could like reach stuff on the top shelf like me. Like I never met another man who could cut his grass like me. Like it was so corny and it's so funny and it's so good. But it just depends on the feeling at the moment. Because like me and him were just sitting in the garage, we're feeling good. We were trying the new seltzers and stuff because it just came out and all that. So we wrote that little braggadocious song, and it was funny, it was goofy, we had a good time. And then, if you just break up with a girl, sometimes, that's easier to write while it's fresh.
Yeah.
Or if it's somebody it depends on the impact too. Like if it's somebody who's had an impact on your life even years ago,
Plus, it helps.
it's still fresh. Like it depends on, I don't know.
It helps with the process too. Like when you let it all out, like I feel like it's like weight off your shoulders to even put it into a song. You know,
when I wrote The Closer, it felt weird because I was with this girl for I don't know, like months. We were living together for like 4 months already, and like this, when I wrote The Closer, it's about a girl I had 2 relationships ago. But like it was the impact, and she's sitting in the living room, I'm in the bedroom like writing this song about another girl I was with years ago. And it was a weird feeling, but I don't know, like it was still a healing process.
How did she feel about that?
She didn't know.
Did she think it was about her?
It's about you. It's about you.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, but the song's about the
Breaking
relationship
up,
ending. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what she thought about it.
Because I've had exes that would get mad that I wrote songs about other
people.
exes.
Yeah, but that's
how
just-
come you never wrote a song about me? Well, do you want one? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's not gonna be a
exactly.
good one. It's not gonna be good.
I don't know.
Yeah, because real, it comes from pain.
Yeah.
You know, like that, like what you were saying, like that healing process from years ago.
Yeah.
You know, like you can have that pain still down in you that needs to come out. You know, like it's easier to write about pain than it is to write about like happiness.
Yeah.
To me, you know, like pain is an easier like
It just
channel.
comes out
It comes out
better
and like more meaningful a lot of times. Like I don't know, it just comes out like effortlessly.
But the hard
when you
part
write about
is
pain.
sitting down to write those songs and tapping into those emotions that you had.
Yeah.
Like sometimes that's hard for me because like I know it's about to get real heavy for me, and I got to sit down for a couple hours to write this. That's hard to do sometimes because like I don't know if I want to go back there quite yet to that spot, So I have trouble with that. Now, if it's fresh, it's easier, but to dive into past relationships and write about it, sometimes it could be very taxing on my emotions, and I don't like to go there.
Yeah. I mean, we're all human, man. You got to remember that you are alive. So, I mean, like part of happiness is sadness. And part of sadness is part of happiness. Yeah. So like I love the feeling of knowing I'm alive. So it doesn't matter if I'm happy, if I'm crying, if I'm angry. Like I know I'm alive, and I want to feel feelings.
I like that.
What are you?
So I embrace the sad stuff. I embrace it all day, every day.
What are you afraid of?
I like that.
What do you fear?
Oh, fear is for others. No. A friend got with me, and I've been thinking about fear a little bit more, and she's like, well, fear is only not knowing the outcome of something. So if you're afraid of a spider, what are you really afraid of the spider doing? I don't know, jumping up and biting me. Yeah. And then what's going to happen? I don't know if it's poisonous or not. So you're afraid if you don't know if it's poisonous or not.
Right. Yeah.
So it got me thinking about, fear. I fear a lot less now, but I don't know what I feared till I do it.
Yeah, because
I've
read this thing one time. It said, you're not afraid of the dark, you're afraid of what's in it. You're not afraid of the heights, you're afraid of falling.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. Like I think fear is necessary, it's necessary to overcome to me. Like I like being afraid of things and then overcoming that fear. Yeah. Like it's just what's inside of your comfort zone that you can get out of. Like how can you expand your comfort zone and step across that line and conquer your fears,
I mean, fear is also taught too, in a way.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, you can't tell a toddler not to touch that snake. They're not going to know any better. Like, it's something pretty,
Yeah.
you know?
Cool. Well, So we got a song. Do you know which one you're gonna do, or are you just gonna surprise everybody?
I'll do my song called "Close" because it's pretty close to coming out. Hopefully.
Oh, okay. New
if I
song.
can finally, I've done it live. I feel
Okay.
like 50 times at least.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's. Should we set the mics up? Put the mic up against the guitar. How do you think it will come out best?
I think it'll be all right.
Good.
Just like, I feel like this is loud.
I want you to
enough.
get a good
Yeah.
video for it.
All right.
Now, is this the first time this has been heard online?
I don't think so.
Oh, so it has.
I mean, yeah. It has been heard. I wrote this. Well, I came up with the concept of it right before I had a show at Westport at Backstreet Bar. Like I was just waiting to start, and then I was just noodling around. Then I came up with a little progression, and then I went home and I was like, man, I really like what I was playing, so I went home and worked on it. Close. Maybe I've been thinking too much. What happened to the both of us? I searched for love, you had found lust. Maybe I was asking for too much, but I can see it in your eyes, you're not happy. I can feel it in the depths of my soul. You said after me that you would do better. I was close, so close. Oh, I was so close. Maybe I've been thinking too much. I thought the leftover pieces were enough. Only way to your heart was through the cracks. And maybe I just can't face the fact that I can see it in your eyes, you're not happy. I can feel it in the depths of my soul. You said after me that you would do better. I was close, so close. And I can see it in your eyes, you're not happy. I can feel it in the depths of my soul. You said after me that you would do better. I was close. I was so close. Oh, I was so close. Maybe I've been thinking too much.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo.
It's close. It'll be out soon. And
Hell yeah. You got
Just-
anything you want to plug, dude? Your
Damn, bro.
any upcoming shows? Anything?
oh shoot. Okay, I gotta think Monday. Next week, I will be. I have a show in Illinois, The Creek at Judy's. That's in Belleville, if I'm not mistaken, on the 16th. That's a Saturday.
Cool.
And then Friday, the 22nd, I will be at Rebar in St. Peter's.
Hell yeah.
That'll start at 6:30, and then I'll be at the New Babylon that just opened up in Troy on the 27th. That's a Wednesday.
They got a Babylon out there now?
Yeah, they relocated from the Cottleville.
Was that where Georgie's used to be, or?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I haven't been out there yet, so I don't know.
Shit, that'd be cool. Bro, that gave me chills, bro.
Yeah.
That gave me chills.
Yeah, that was dope.
Thanks.
Solid.
Put your social out there. What is it?
Oh, of course. I love Snapchat. That's my number one thing.
Oh yeah, you gotta check his memes out. That's his main.
Man.
That's his main meme
I'm a
page.
meme enthusiast. It's Wafer22.
Oh yeah, Snapchat.
Yeah, that's Snapchat.
What about the gram?
My Instagram is T_strings_22, and then Facebook Terrance Wafer TerranceWafer
Where can they find your music?
And the music page is Thrush THRUSH. I got some stuff on YouTube.
Yeah. We'll put everything in the bio too.
Yeah, I got I sent the link for YouTube and stuff because it's weird how I'm scattered all over the place on YouTube.
We'll get a link on there.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, dope. Our first guest down in the books. Let's go. Follow us on HNBJ Podcast and listen to this wherever you listen to podcasts. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Episode 13 down.
Down. Yay.
Here and now. Maybe I've been thinking too much. What happened to the both of us?